Israel's central bank put out its annual report yesterday, where the governor, Flug, warned that the economy is at risk of losing its competitive edge. Anne-Marie Horden is live in Jerusalem for us today. Anne-Marie, good to see you this morning. What is it that she's so worried about? Is it trade wars? What level of angst does this central banker show? Good morning.
Good morning, Manus. Yeah, that's right. When it comes to the international community outside of domestic issues, she is worried about the potential of this trade war and escalating trade tensions between the United States and China. Although Israel at the moment is insulated, the U.S. is one of its biggest trading partners. And in her annual report yesterday, she talked about exports and how exports grew more last year than in 2016. And that helped grow the economy more than about 3.5%, Manus. So in terms of a global macro environment, these trade wars, what she thinks could hurt small economies like Israel. Take a listen to what she had to say.
It is an important currency because the volume of our trade with Europe is also quite substantial. So we actually, to analyze the effective exchange rate, we look at our currency, at the shekel, vis-a-vis a basket of currencies that represents their weights in our trade with the world. So that's how we view the relative strengths of our currency.
Speaking of trade, there's a lot of talk internationally about tensions escalating to a trade war. Reports I read recently said that Israel's asking the U.S. to exempt themselves from high customs on aluminum and steel. Do these tariffs worry you out of the United States?
I think the measures that have been taken until now are not dramatic, but I think the potential developments in reducing the free trade and sort of making higher barriers to trade, I think this is something that should worry everybody. And I think that if we sort of go back from free trade, this is bad news for the global economy, and it's certainly bad news for small open economies such as Israel, because I think we all benefit from free trade, and certainly Israel has benefited a lot from free trade.
So you think this was a mistake for the U.S. government? They are your biggest trading partner.
I'm not judging actions by other governments, but I think globally, free trade has served the global economy and all the economies well, and I hope we continue in that direction.
But at the moment, where things stand, you feel like Israel's pretty well insulated to deal with these tariffs? Well,
I think what has happened so far has a relatively small effect generally. But I think that, again, it's more the threat of potentially war on trade or trade war that is a threat for the global economy and Israel as well.